Pisces, welcome in to your monthly tarot reading. So we are tapping in to the month of October for you Pisceans out there. We're going to get some general guidance and information to help you in the best and highest good. Let's see what's going on, and I guess happy Halloween. I am using the Halloween Oracle and then the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot today. Get them all good and shuffled. How are y'all doing? Had a couple of intense months. We have, it's just something to note, we have Pluto back in Capricorn for a little while. And so this is really, so Pluto moved into Aquarius this year earlier on. It has kind of gone in and out between Capricorn and Aquarius. This is the last time that it will, Capricorn, or Pluto will be in Capricorn, basically in our lifetimes. So this is going to be a big change for everybody, this shift. Pluto is obviously our farthest, planet, farthest out planet. So when Pluto moves, definitely we feel that energy and that shift. So right now, for you Pisces, how something to look at, and this is everybody, but Pluto went into Capricorn in 2008. We know what happened in 2008. We had the big financial crisis, the big recession, and since then, kind of look back at your life, because right now with Pluto back in Capricorn, it's almost like a review, a relook at kind of the lessons of Pluto and Capricorn and what those lessons have been the last, what is that, almost around 18 years or so. And it's really time to kind of close out these chapters, close out these lessons, close out anything that is lingering, so that when Pluto finally moves into Aquarius, you finally have almost like you've cleaned house, you've done a deep clean, and you're can start anew, and that real Aquarian energy can kind of come in and rejuvenate, innovate your life. So the next, especially in October, this is going to be a big time of closing out loops, closing out patterns, closing out anything that's not working for you. Really, again, these lessons, the last 18 years since 2008, if you have not learned the lesson, they are going to kind of rear its head in October. So definitely have that, real strong awareness of yourself, more about yourself. You're going to see a lot of others as well. There's going to be a lot of triggers for everyone, so just be aware, because people are going to be sensitive, on high alert. They're going to be going through some emotions. And it's all how we respond instead of react to our environment, to external externalities happening, relationships, our connections, and also with ourselves. How are we responding to the emotions coming up within ourselves? Because those emotions are really tied to parts of us, and we can almost see those parts of us as separate beings or entities. And how are we allowing these feelings to show themselves and to give them the space to show themselves? And that's where we're really able to then relook at some of the things that have happened to us, some old feelings, emotions, and really allowing ourselves to feel them. What do we need to do to nurture ourselves so that we don't have to keep holding on to these anymore? Okay. So let's take a look at October. I'm going to use the Oracle to look kind of at like the base foundational energies for you Pisces. So as usual, like this video, and if you like it, and to join the Lyran Soul Tribe, hit that subscribe so that you can get all my future videos and stay connected with me. Also, if you're interested, if you want a private reading, I do those. You can schedule a reading on my website, which the link is below in the description. So I just wanted to get that out there. So let's go ahead and get started. The first card out, Graveyard, Unnecessary Fear. What's going on there, Pisces? Hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. And Vampire, emotional intelligence. Just what I was talking about here. So it's time for us to really become educated about our emotional body. It's intellectually, it's again that awareness, right? It's not about controlling our emotions. That's not what emotional intelligence is. Emotional intelligence is really that real deep understanding of our emotional body, an understanding of what our emotions are telling us, what they need, and that true support system, and that wisdom, and that protection, even protecting those parts of us that have any of these strong emotions that could be really tied to something. Most of them are tied to things that have happened to us, way back. They could be from childhood. They even could be from, past lives, alternate lives that we've lived. So, I do feel like there's some fear of a potential ending. There's a fear of something coming or an unknown. And I think the fear is causing a lot of your emotions to bubble up and trigger. And it's really looking at the root of the emotions. We need to look at the root here. And it could be tied to really deep, our families, where we came from, our childhoods here with the hearth and home. And, it's really finding how can we parent our inner child, our inner parts? How can we reparent them and give them what they need that they never got? Okay, and creating a new kind of hearth and home within ourselves, energetically within ourselves. And then also creating it within our own lives for our own family. I think there's about a re-looking at our families, at how we grew up, what we didn't receive, maybe some past traumas. And that's where we're getting this deep awareness here for October. So let's look at the tarot. What's going on underneath? So we have the Seven of Pentacles, and then the Ten of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Six of Wands, and Justice. I like this. Oh, I'm going to grab that star. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles here. So, yeah, I feel like you've been really dealing with maybe this pattern or these again, deep emotions, maybe even fear or anxieties. There's something that's really been programmed deep. There's a part of you that holds some anxiety, fear, some deep emotions that this has been a long time, right? So again, this could go back to childhood. I feel like you have been doing a lot of effort to create a new life for yourself and for your families, one that looks different from one that you grew up in, Pisces. You've been trying to build some sort of stable foundation and build something that's fulfilling for you. I do feel like the Seven of Swords is kind of in the way of this. So the Seven of Swords could be you. This could be the part of you that's kind of deceiving you, right? There's some deception here. And sometimes our parts or our beliefs or programs are kind of lie to us, right? It's like there's a veil here. There's a filter that this deception creates. And we're viewing everything out of this filter, which isn't the truth. It's not the reality of things. And I do feel like the Seven of Swords is kind of saying this could be about you, again, lying to yourself. But I think these deep emotions and this fear is almost like that critical part of you that is telling you things in your head that aren't true. But I like the Six of Wands because I do feel like you are going to overcome this. There could be something too, maybe you don't believe that you can be successful or can get recognition for what you do. Also, if this is related to work or career. But definitely I like the Justice card and the Star because this is really about healing and finally integrating these energies, releasing the burdens that your parts or inner child has been carrying for a long time. And this is about karmic justice. You know, it's finally getting some relief, taking the burden off you. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles. So there is some new beginning. There is a big opportunity here for you. And I feel like this is coming. This could come in October. Something could pop up in October for you. But definitely, I'm feeling a lot of relief, some healing energies, a relief of these emotions that you've been carrying about the past. And again, I'm feeling a lot of burdens, that these are like very burdensome for you. And maybe you're carrying the burdens for other people. And it's like finally time to let go of other people's stuff. And I feel like we've been talking about that, Pisces, for you the last couple months. About you tend to carry the weight for everyone else or just carry other people's burdens because you feel like maybe that's just the loving thing to do. Maybe that's what you were shown from, you know, when you grew up, how, you know, your parents or caregivers interacted. Again, there's something about like, it's just like you're on automatic. That's how you respond to people. And you tend to then attract people that have a lot of burdens and they want you to carry the burdens for you or do everything for them. So that's something too to think about here. And this has been going on a while. So it's time to kind of find some balance here. So we have the Three of Cups, the Ten of Swords, Three of Pentacles. So we have 2 3s and then the 10. So, you know, I do feel like, and, you know, a lot of, you might hear the term a lot, third parties. This isn't about, you know, for some of you maybe, this could be about like a love triangle or just, you know, a third party that's impacting you. But I do feel like when we think of like this third energy, there's always something in the way of, especially relationships, that are not allowing a true, balanced, harmonious, I give love, the other person gives love, and it's this flowing state of give and take, and it's equal, it's balanced. And so there's something in the way, and this has to end. Like something has to end here in regards to this. And it is, I feel like, again, it's burdensome for you. And two, it's about people in your life that kind of suck. Like I see these 3 cups and it's like they want to take, you know, your emotions from you because their emotional cup is not fulfilled. And the only way they know how to interact is to suck your emotional body or your energy. So let's keep going. We have the Ace of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. So someone is really withholding, I feel. Like they are very withholding of their love and affection. They're not available. They're not available emotionally. but they're also not available physically to provide and give what you need in a relationship here. And I feel like someone's offering love, but someone's really blocked and not willing to receive it. And it's like with these cups here, it's like they have a blocked emotional body. And here we go back to emotional intelligence. So that could be you, but that could be someone you're connected with. So there's something this month really about looking and gaining emotional intelligence, digging deep at the root of why you feel the way you feel, why you've attracted certain dynamics with people or relationships, and what is it that you need, right? What is it that you need? And it could mean, you know, when you really look at what you need, you may really know that you're not going to get it from your current situation or the current relationship. And there's something definitely that has to end here. For some of you, this could have been a really hard betrayal that you went through in the past that has really blocked you emotionally in a heart space. And that could be also the person you're connected to. But that's why there's this like real heart chakra blockage here. And this inability to receive love clearly and openly, and then also give that back, like I said earlier. So we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. So this is, the Page of Pentacles is really about learning the lesson here. So if you've been in a loop for a long time and within a certain situation, it's like this is about finally in October, as Pluto moves out of Capricorn for, again, for our entire lifetimes. It's really about, we need to learn the lesson. We need to gain the knowledge, the intelligence of what we've had to go through for some time now. So this could go back 7 years. Again, this could go back, you know, even as far as 2008, but definitely this, you know, 4 years. So there's definitely, this has been going on years. It's not just like months, it's been years. And I do feel like with the Ten of Pentacles, this is something that is ancestral. This is something within your family that you've learned from your family, by your family's interactions, but also energetic karma, right? Like this is, ancestral karma is really past. And part of that has made you really resistant to love. And maybe you don't think you are, but like the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands is a lot of resistance. So again, I think it's for you to really identify, instead of being like, no, that's not me. I'm the one who likes to love. But really, you could have a really deep part, a deep root that is afraid to love because of the past, or isn't really available. And maybe you consciously think you are, but there's a part of you that is not. And that's why you're mirroring or reflecting this out in your experience and attracting people that aren't able to show up in relationship, and they are very resistant, right? They're really resistant to love. But there's definitely about learning this and becoming aware of this and moving forward in a new way. Ooh, cards are flying here. Let's see here. What's the, let's look, what's the lesson here? What's the Page of Pentacles? The Magician. So, you know, learning that I do feel like the lesson is within yourself, and really becoming aware of your own parts, of your deep-rooted emotional blockages. And really it's about, you have the power to create a new experience. You are the Magician here. And this Queen of Cups is about emotional intelligence. The Queen of Cups is the master at her emotional body. She is at one with her emotions. So that could be you. And Pisces, I mean, I would say that is you because you are a water sign. So you're showing up in a new way that's more emotionally harmonious, and you're doing the work on yourself to change your patterns and change, again, closing out things that aren't working for you anymore. And there's definitely a lot of resistance in regards to your connections here, and you don't want that anymore. So Knight of Cups, we have the Devil. There is definitely a block here in regards to either receiving love or giving love. But this is fated. This is like divine timing. So October, something's going to give in October. The Devil, it's overcoming our fear in regards to relationship. This could also be about karmic relationships that we need to end, close out if we're in a karmic relationship right now. What's the emotional intelligence? The Fool. Yeah. Letting go of the emotional baggage that we've been carrying for a long time. And we're on a new path now. So I feel like after October, we're being asked to start a new path. And it's going to be one where, again, we're free. Like all this kind of ick, this like heavy energy, this resistance, we're moving forward and not having to deal with that anymore. So that's the Ace of Pentacles too. You got the Healing, the Justice, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Fool. And look at this, 3 major arcana cards, which this is going to be a big change in your life. So I do feel like you have to make a big change to move forward in a better way. But like with big, it's almost, you know, to you, it's kind of a risk. Like, do I make these big major changes? Maybe do I end something or do something differently? Or do I keep staying in the same? And I think you obviously know the answer because you don't want to stay in the same, right? You don't want to stay in this long term anymore because you've already been doing this for a long time. So it's time. All right, Pisces. Well, take care of yourself this month. Again, really dig deep. You have the answers for yourself and know what's right for you. And that's what's important here. And I guess the positive is really overcoming karmic, really family karma I feel like is generational, right? This has been really a generational karmic pattern, generation after generation. And so you're being asked what are you going to do about this? Are you going to continue it? Or are you going to do something different? So it's I guess it's a big crossroads for you. I'm surprised we didn't see the Judgment card, but definitely you are going to get on the other side of this because you did get the 6 of Wands. So, all right, Pisces, thanks for joining in, and you have a great October.